kids, it's Teacher here. Let's talk silly science. Today, boys and girls, we are talking about a simple machine called an inclined plane. Now, an inclined plane is a surface that's smooth, it's a flat, smooth surface, and it's higher on one end. And just like I have blocks here, that makes this higher on one end. That's an inclined plane. Now, we use inclined planes for lots and lots of different things, okay? One of the purposes of an inclined plane is to make our work easier. So instead of carrying an object by hand up the stairs or up the plane, it's so much easier that we can slide it up the plane. Just like this. This is a heavy rock. Now, if this was a big rock, it'd be even heavier, right? So if I put it in a container, something like a wagon or even something with wheels, it will make it go so much faster to just move it up. Just like this. It slides so much faster, up or down. And the inclined plane helps it to move that much faster if I wanted to take it to a higher point. That would help me do that, right? So an inclined plane doesn't have to be always so tall. I can make it taller as long as it still has that's higher at one end, or I can make it shorter. If I remove some of these blocks, look, and guess what? That's still an inclined plane. Now we have inclined planes around us every single day. This is one. Look at there. It's just a notebook. But that notebook, even though right now there's nothing in it, it's still an inclined plane because one side is higher than the other side. We can also make inclined planes. And like I said, we can make them different size. That's one. But what if I took just a regular ruler and I put it on there? Then I have made an inclined plane. And I can also test different things, how they roll down the inclined plane. I can test a marble. Whoop, it works. I can test a ball. It works. I wonder if a block will work. It doesn't move. Well, if I push it, it moves, but it doesn't move as easily down an inclined plane. And remember, I can move it to different sizes, okay? Now, you also have toys that can be inclined planes, just like this one. But I think I want to make this just a little bit shorter. Okay, I can make this inclined plane even higher, and it still works. And you can look at the speed of the items that come down the inclined plane if you'd like to do that. Now, I want you to do something for me. I want you to do an activity where you actually build and test an inclined plane or a ramp. And you can use cardboard, you can use books. Look, books can make an inclined plane too. You can use these items and then take them, such as cardboard, you can take blocks, you can take Legos, any of those, and then just test them, make an inclined plane, and then just see what kind of things you can actually get to roll down the inclined plane, and also see what kind of things you can actually get to roll up it. So you can make something like this. This is just a lid, and then this is what I carry, what I carry the items in. So test a lot of things with your inclined planes. Take pictures and let me know how much fun you're having with that. Tell me what works, what doesn't work. I love your observations. So if you would do that and send it to WKNO teacher@gmail.com, it will get to me. I also want you to go to our resource page where you can learn more about simple machines or inclined planes or ramps or different kind of things, all kind of everyday things that we use, okay? And I want you to go to that resource page at pbslearningmedia.org, and you'll see all kind of worksheets and videos and just all kinds of activities, okay? That would be wonderful. I promise you, you'll learn so much. And I want to thank you for being here with me today, boys and girls, while we talk about inclined planes. And I'd also like to thank the International Paper Foundation for making our silly science adventures happen, because we have so much fun together, don't we? I know we do. So thank you again for being here today, and Teacher says, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.